All right, everybody, this is a guided walkthrough for the Web 4 HTTP Accept Header Challenge from HackerFrogs as part of their introduction series of challenges on web security. So let's try to read the description for the challenge, and hopefully it's not too badly translated. So the resource in HTTP is a very abstract concept. A resource doesn't necessarily designate a file to a disk, but it could be a hardware device. So the content of a database or the output of a program, or more generally, whatever it is, retractable abstractly as a collection of data. So a resource is a collection of data. When we request a resource via HTTP, we're not really receiving the original resource, which in some cases is not even physically transferable via the network. Think of the example of a hardware device, but its representation. So the resources that are offered by a server usually have a single representation, but in some cases you can request and receive more equivalent representations, so you can choose the format that is easier to process for the client. So the header accept submitted as part of the request specifies one of the list of formats that the client considers acceptable in order to preference using a classification system called MIME type. So a full list of available MIME types can be consulted on this website here. Sometimes due to, for example, inattention related to the different characteristics of the various formats, the various representations of a resource are not really equivalent, and a representation alternative can reveal additional information you thought secretly. So what we're talking about here is that if you get the resource in different formats, there might be different information in those resources, even though they're supposed to be the same. But anyways, the goal of the challenge is to request the resource, this one over here, using the alternative representation application XML instead of the default application JSON. So, okay, that was a lot. I'll try to explain it in simpler terms. So this is HackerFrogs Web 4, HTTP request accept header. So the challenge instructs us to access the web page in the format of application XML instead of application/JSON. So what does this mean? So we're talking about the accept request header, and the HTTP accept header instructs the server on which kind of response it should send back to the client. In most cases, when we make a request to a web page, we accept */*, which means that we will accept any content type in response. So the content type responses, there can be like a big, there are a bunch of different ones that we can get. A server sends an HTTP response which contains a content type header that indicates what kind of data it is sending back to us. So it could be stuff like text/HTML, which is web pages. It could be application JavaScript, which are JavaScript files. It could be application JSON, which are JSON JavaScript files. It could be application XML, which are XML files, etc., etc. There are a lot of these ones. Okay, so many URLs can return different types of content in response to a request, and may send back an error response if you don't select a valid one. So in this case, if we try to force the server to send back a type of content that it doesn't have, it'll send back an error response. So in this case, we tried to get, I think it was text HTML, and it sent back this response over here. So 406 not acceptable, and we get an error message here, not acceptable, acceptable representations for this resource, application JSON, and application XML. So the solve method, we've got a few different ones. We got 3 of them in this case. So the solve method is, the first one is going to be with the web browser. You know, funnily enough, the web browser actually sends back the flag right away, and it defaults to sending us XML content by default, And this is the easiest way to complete the challenge. So let me demonstrate. So if we go to the challenge and we grab the URL, and then we just paste it into one of our tabs. So this is the XML response that we were looking for. So inside the XML response, we get the flag, which is what we're looking for. If we take a look at the network tab, it'll tell us what kind of headers we sent in this response. So network, reload the page. Okay, so in this response here, we can take a look at the headers. So in the headers, request headers. So we accept text HTML application XHTML plus XML application XML. And I guess in this case, the web browser is getting exactly what we want. So I guess this was standard among a few different browsers that I tried. So XML seems to be one of the standard accept types, and it solves this challenge perfectly. So the second method we're going to be using to solve this is the curl method. So solving this challenge with curl requires us to send specific accept request headers with application XML as the value using the -H argument. So we'll send curl, we'll send it verbose, we'll send it with -H so that we can send a specific accept header. So accept application /XML. So let me grab that command here. Okay. So we'll do this in our JS Linux terminal because we love using stuff that everybody can use. So curl-h for the custom header. So accept application XML. We make it verbose. We send it over to the correct endpoint. Actually, I'll show you what it looks like. So we'll send the correct answer first. Okay, so the correct answer is sends back content type application XML. It sends back the flag and this other information here. So if we don't specify application XML in our request with curl, so let's just pretend we omit this. Well, let's just omit the XML accept header. So instead, what we do is we send the accept header ***. So *** means send back anything we want. And in this case, the application sends back application JSON. So application JSON is not what we want because we didn't specify XML, which was the correct answer. So in this response, we don't get the flag. Whoops, I can't see. Okay, but if we send specifically accept application XML, then we get the answer over here. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do is we're going to show you how to do this with Python. So let's go ahead and get our Python script. But before that, we'll talk about what changes. Okay, so solving this challenge with Python requires us to use the request module's get method with the headers parameter to supply the specific accept header. So this is basically, it's very similar to the Python script for the previous challenge, except we're sending the custom header accept application XML instead of the XPassword one we did for the last one. All right, so we'll grab our code and then we'll run our code. So the Python code is over here. So if you're watching the video and you're wondering where we get this code from, the page with the code is going to be in the video description. Okay, so go over to JS Linux Web 4. And we're going to paste in our code. Okay, and we need to edit our stuff. Okay, so this looks okay. So let's review it really quick. So import the requests. We set our URL. We set our custom headers over here. We set our get request variable, which is request.get, with the URL and our custom headers over here. And then we get the text or the body of the response over here. And then we print out the response. Okay. So after we do that, we can run the Python code, and it should get us exactly what we want. All right, so we were able to run the Python code and access the XML version of the page. So this has the flag, and yeah, so that's 3 different methods we use to access the same, to complete the same challenge. All right, everybody. That was a guided walkthrough for the Web 4 challenge, HTTP, the header, accept, or the accept header, from olicyber.it as part of their introduction series of challenges on web security. If you enjoyed this guided walkthrough, please click on the like and subscribe buttons on the video and leave a comment underneath the video. But until next time, HackerFrogs out.
Hey there, HackerFrogs! Are you enjoying this workshop? Learning new concepts and skills? If so, there's a way you can support the channel, and it's totally free. Just click on the subscribe button below the video. Also, click on the like button. And if you have questions or comments on this workshop, please leave them below the video. Thanks for listening. And now, back to our scheduled programming.